Mets closer Edwin Diaz will miss roughly 8 months with a right patellar tendon injury. And how will this affect the Metropolitans? And what's the plan for the closer role going forward? Those are the questions we're going to ask New York Post Mets beat writer Mike Puma, who joins me now to discuss. Mike, how's spring training treating you?
So far, so good, Dexter, but a little bit of an unexpected occurrence last night, obviously.
Yeah, definitely an unexpected occurrence and a disappointing day for Mets fans in terms of this injury news. And Mike, Diaz was the best closer in baseball last season. How big of a blow is this to the Mets bullpen and their World Series title chances?
Yeah, it's a huge blow to both. Obviously, you don't just go out and replace a guy like Edwin Diaz, who emerged as an all-world closer last year, got him a 5-year, $102 million contract, and now he's out for the year, having surgery today on the knee. And the Mets have to just regroup a little bit here and kind of figure out what's next as far as that closer's role.
Yeah, we talk about what is next. I think the question that comes on the minds of many Mets fans, and you kind of just alluded to this, is how do you replace his productions and what moves could the Mets make in the immediate future to shore up the back end of their bullpen?
I don't know if there's too many moves they can make right now. I think they just have to deal with it from within. Certainly David Robertson's got a lot of closing experience. Adam Ottavino's done it, so I think it could be one or a combination of those guys. But then the question is who kind of replaces Ottavino and Robertson in those roles, and that's where the Mets are kind of thin right now. There are some free agents still out there, whether it's Zach Britton, old friend Juris Familia is still out there. There's some guys still out there, but at this time of the season, I don't think you're going to make a big trade to fill that position. So you have to go from within.
All right, go from within. That'll be the plan as the Mets approach opening day. Mike, there's a lot of talk about the Diaz injury, which he suffered in the World Baseball Classic. Do you think his injury will change how teams like the Mets decide whether or not which players they will send to the WBC or send them at all?
Yeah, that's a good question, and the Mets sent more players, I think, than just about anybody to this tournament. And you look at it, you get your star closer injured. It's sort of a freak thing. Yeah, it's something that wouldn't have happened this time of year. You wouldn't be having a celebration on the field, but certainly there's enough times throughout the course of the year where you see teams celebrating on the field and freak things like this happening. Most of the players you talk to, they still love the event and think it should go forward as is. But teams are already hesitant to send guys, and this will certainly add another layer of caution to that.